East Texas County is demanding change from state lawmakers, and it could mean more money for county roads without raising your taxes. Cass County has already passed a resolution urging state lawmakers to act, and Smith County is now expected to do the same.
Every day, East Texas drivers navigate roads maintained by county government.
It's our transportation. It's how we move around the county. It's all our citizens use them every day. And that's probably the most recognizable piece of county government.
But the state funding meant to help maintain these roads has failed to keep pace with growth, effectively unchanged since 1954.
Over half of the public roads in the state of Texas are county roads.
Texas counties currently receive a portion of just over $7 million a year from the state's motor fuel tax. Smith County Judge Neil Franklin will soon bring a resolution before commissioners that passed earlier this week in Cass County, where County Judge Travis Ransom is leading the effort to urge lawmakers to change how county roads are funded.
What we're asking the state to do is take about a penny of that state motor fuels tax and take that penny, which is about 5%, add it to the county fund so that county road fund would grow.
That one penny would generate roughly $100 million annually for county roads statewide. And based off the formula, Franklin believes the impact on Smith County could be big.
My guess would be in around $1 million or so, maybe even a little bit more, that we would see.
The Cass County resolution also proposes using 5% of the state's electric vehicle registration fees, all in an effort to create a sustainable system to maintain county roads without raising taxes.
Now, the resolutions will be sent to state lawmakers as part of a statewide effort during the next legislative session, which will happen next.